Hey, assistant coach, how are you guys doing? It's me, CaniSports, and welcome to a totally new video and totally new quality. Yes, guys, I've got myself a proper camera. I will do a proper setup video, hopefully tomorrow, and show you guys what I have right now. And if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments down below. If you comment on anything, put in hashtag setup. But I'm really excited about this. A lot of things will be changing on my channel. The content will be changing a lot. Hopefully the quality will improve by a lot as well. But let's get into this episode with Athletic Bilbao. Now there is only like 4 days left, and that means that we just have to go ahead and make the transfers that we need to make in these days, and also on the transfer deadline day, obviously. And you assistant coaches have voted at first on Raul Garcia. A lot of you guys, mainly like over 600 of you, want Garcia to be sold. So he's now going to be put onto the transfer list. And I will also go ahead and put San Jose onto the transfer list, because if we can sell both of them, we could potentially get a new centre back into the team. I mean, we only have 1 million in our transfer budget right now, which is not enough. So hopefully we can just go ahead and do some work with these transfers in the upcoming days. Obviously, I can't really buy anyone right now, so yeah, we just have to wait for some offers to come in. Valencia has accepted a contract offer. That was the one I made for him, and now we basically don't have any money in our wage budget. Yes, exactly. We only have, let's say, around 20k left in the wage budget. And selling Garcia or San Jose would be good, because in my opinion we can definitely play Yeray in the centre back position. He's already 78 rated and he will only keep on growing. And also a couple of people said sell Muniain, but I want to give him a new chance. I want him to improve this season. Hopefully he will do a good job, because otherwise it's not looking good for him. 6 hours left and I still haven't gotten an offer for any of our players. 5 hours left. Lukaku has joined Schalke, Thiago has joined Liverpool, Matic now joined Atletico Madrid. They are getting stronger this season. But other than that, I'm apparently not selling any of my players. Like, great. I'm loving it. 198 million spent. Arsenal bought Boateng. That is unbelievable. Pjanic was bought by Manchester United. And we still haven't made any transfers, and we have zero money in the transfer and wage budget. Now my scouts have to be sent somewhere, so let's set up a scouting network in Spain once again. We are doing the same thing, 9 months in Spain. Look for attackers actually, because I need a couple of really good players up front. So Aduriz is probably not lasting for too long, since he wants to retire this season probably. But the other scout is being sent to France, and he is looking for technically gifted players. I have to request some funds, because currently we basically have no money left in our team. So let's go for qualify for Champions Cup. Reach a quarterfinal and see what they say. I need this money desperately. If anyone asks for a new contract, I'm done. We are getting at least 4.2 million added into the budget. Thank you, team, for believing in me. Well, since we didn't make any transfers, we just have to build up on our young talents. And those are Villalibre, Lopez, Yeray, and probably also Aketre. So let's put him in there. Villalibre is already good enough in his attacking. Now let's put in Aketre, because he definitely needs a lot of stamina training. Even though he's 79 rated, he has like, what, 59 stamina? 54 stamina even. He has to train. Unai Lopez now has gone up to 78, so he's getting closer to the rating of Aketre. And I'm really looking forward to see the battle between these two players in the future. Now, in our first month already, Azpilicueta has gone up to 83. I really like to see that, especially since he's 27 years old. Seeing players at that age growing means that they really had good form on them. But Azpilicueta just had 1 game this season and he got a 7.9 rating, so I'm not saying anything against that. Even though he scored an own goal, which doesn't make any sense in my head. How did he get those 7.9 average rating? But not those, that's a 7.9 rating. San Jose, 2 games, 7 on an average rating. I don't believe that. But other than that, we have Valencia going up to 82. We have Ruben Pardo going up to 81. Athletic Bilbao won their first match in the league. It was a 3-2 victory with Aketre coming in as a substitute, scoring on his debut. So can we repeat that? That's the big question. And hopefully not repeat it in a way that we did against the team that we played against at first, because we conceded 2 goals, which really looked bad. So hopefully my defending has improved on this one. Here we go. Valencia got a shot, and Arrizabalaga already had to get to that one early on in this match. Well, that was the first half, and to be completely honest with you assistant coaches, it was probably the worst half I've played so far, because you guys have probably not seen any clips from the first half, and the reason for that is that both teams are cancelling each other out. We're not really getting close to any shots, so hopefully the second one will be better. Aduriz got injured. This is a disaster. This cannot happen. If Aduriz is out for like 4 months, that's it. That's the season right there. Now, last minute, maybe I might get 0 attacks in. Officially the worst FIFA game ever played. Yeah, take a look at this. There's no highlights. This is actually the worst game ever. Aduriz at least is only gone for 9 days, so it isn't that much of a big injury. I'm really happy about that. And we got 1 point against Levante at home. It's probably not that bad, but let's take a look at the league table and then you guys will see. Ooh, our Champions League group. Hold on. This is our Champions League group. We have Juventus, FC Porto, and Red Bull Salzburg. So 2 big teams, and Salzburg is one that we should be able to win both games against. But Porto is somehow on our level, I would say. And Juventus is obviously the big team right here that is expected to get into the first position. But other than that, I really want to get into the Champions League quarterfinal at least. Here's the league table. After 2 matches, we are now in the first position for some reason. And that reason actually is that a couple of teams haven't played yet. So Barcelona or Almeria or Atletico Madrid could actually overtake us. Villalibre has grown to a 76 rated striker now. Perfect timing, to be honest, now that he's getting a little bit of playing time. Alright, Red Bull Salzburg is our first opponent, and as I said before, I'm expecting my team to get 2 victories out of this, so let's make it reality and get those 3 points. Now, Pardo. Who can I pass it to? Please, at least an option. Villalibre with his right foot! That is a great start. Villalibre in his first match after Aduriz got injured. It's 1-0 already in the 3rd minute. That was really unexpected because I was thinking, is Villalibre a right foot? Is he a left foot? And it really didn't matter. That's a perfect shot. He is a left-footed player, so he scored with his 3-star weak foot. Good to know. Oh, that's a good interception. Can we actually start off with a really good lead early on? Benyat, yeah! That was in. That was in. Yes, it was in. 2-0 in the 6th minute after the most boring match ever. We're starting off with a banger. Benyat shoots, gets his own deflection. And do we actually get the goal camera on that one? Because that would have made sense. I would have loved to see that. That's mine. Yes, that is mine. Villalibre. Back into the middle. De Marcos. Here is Pardo. There is Inaki Williams. 3-0 in the 21st minute. We are taking all our anger out. All our energy is coming into this match after the most boring match ever. As I said a couple of times already, so I should probably stop. But that is a great start into the match. Inaki Williams scores his first goal of the season. Pardo. Benyat with some space. Now De Marcos could make that run. He does so. Cross it in, De Marcos. Is that a penalty? It is. We could make it 4-0 in the 30th minute. I'm feeling like Valencia against Rapid Wien. They have won 6-0, scored 5 goals in the first half, and now they've gotten a red card as well. So technically, I should score more goals than them. Now Benyat. Come on, you can do this, Benyat. You can definitely do this. Benyat scores the goal. 4-0 in the 32nd minute. Could this be the match on Legendary on which I score the most goals ever? That would be quite entertaining. Let's try and achieve that. Pardo, good pass. Again, another good one. DeMarcos does get in there, and we do get another penalty in the 55th minute. And who takes this? Let's go for Beñat again. He's on a good form. Top right corner. Yeah. Should have probably taken another corner to take the shot into. That should be mine. Oh my god, this goalkeeper is making big mistakes. Villalibre with his left foot hits the post. We still have the chance to score, and we do so. What happened? Is that a penalty now? What happened? Mate, that was a legit goal. 66th minute, I'm making a few changes to let a few players rest. So Beñat is coming off, Unai Lopez joining in, Aketre also joining in now on the left hand side. Or I should put him at cam probably. Hold on, that was not what I wanted. Villalibre is staying, and Pardo is coming off for Garcia. Herrera crossing it in. It's a header from us, and it goes in. 5-0. What kind of a goal is that? 82nd minute, boys. We do score another goal, and is that Oscar De Marcos? I think so. What the hell is the goalkeeper doing? Look at this. Oh no, that is unlucky. Aspilicueta. Aketre still on it. Into the middle. Back into the middle. Raul Garcia has a good shot, and he scores 6-0. This is actually a big freaking joke. Boys, I'm sorry, but this has turned around not 360, because then it would be the same. 180 degrees. Because, boys, from the most boring game, we have gotten into the match in which I've probably scored the most goals. 100% on this career mode especially, but have I scored more goals against a team on this year's FIFA? On Legendary? I don't think so. And now additionally, let's move on into the game settings. As you can see, oh my god. Now, can you see this, assistant coaches? The shot error is on 0. On 0. My opponent's every shot should go in. That is actually mad. And now my shot error, as you can see, 50-50. Everything is on 50. Nothing changed right there. So I'm making it really hard for myself. If you guys didn't know, I went down from 45 to 0 to make my opponents actually score goals. That is mad. That's it. 90th minute, 6-0 victory with the shot error on 0 for the opponent, not conceding any goals. That's how we roll. Assistant coaches, for today's episode, I want to know from you guys, who do you want to see on the bench? Because Aketre and Unai Lopez are set, because Aketre can play in the centre midfield position, so I'm using him for that. Unai Lopez is always the replacement for Beñat. Ibai Gomez and Susaeta are the guys for the wings. But that is my question. Do you want these two in there? Or do you want Ike Muniain in there? So let me know. There will be a straw poll in which you can vote more than once. And you can decide. The top 2 players on that straw poll will then be on the bench. Because currently my starting 11, I'm happy with this. I was thinking about replacing Williams with Ibai Gomez. But now it seems like Inaki Williams is scoring goals. So let's keep it going. And a 6-0 victory, obviously that is going towards saying, yes, this team is great. So I will not change anything about that. But you assistant coaches have to vote down below. Who should be on the bench? Should it be Susaeta, Ibai Gomez, or should it be Muniain? So 2 of them will be in there in the next episode. Beñat so far with 6 matches this season and 6 goals, 7.5 rating on average. And Herrera surprisingly on a 7.3, so it seems like he's doing a great job. But I'm not really realizing it because I've played him a couple of times already and never really felt like, oh shit, he's amazing. So hopefully I will get to know him a little bit better. But do you guys have any ideas for instructions for Ander Herrera, since he's a little bit of an attacking player? So let me know in the comments down below if you have any ideas for Ander Herrera to make him a bit more visible during the games that we are playing. And also let me know in the comments down below, who do you think will score the most goals for our team this season? Will Aduriz come back? So far he has had 3 games with 1 goal, and Beñat now obviously with 6 games and 6 goals, from which only 1 is from the Liga BBVA. I'm talking about the league, so not about Champions League or goal scorer in overall. I want to know who will be our top scorer in the league this season. I personally really don't know, because Beñat so far has been incredible. So that's about it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, especially now that I've used my camera, the new camera, and I hope you guys are looking forward to more content like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a nice day and peace.